path unto the abode of beatitude. The subject of today's discourse is the path unto the abode of beatitude. As you know, the style of movement and the stamina applied for this movement vary according to the condition of the path. So here in this case, the path unto the abode of beatitude, unto the establishment in supreme consciousness, may also be divided into 4 different stages. And to cross each and every stage, one must move in a particular style with a particular kind of inspiration and stamina. As I told you yesterday, in the embryonic form, in the starting phase, it is the inborn instincts that may stand in the way, that may create hindrance in your march. One must keep these inborn instincts under control. The reins must not be loosened in behavior, in different types of psychic expression. There must be some kind of restraint. Human beings, by dint of their own ordinary power, very often cannot do this. I already told you that human beings, at the most, can make efforts, and if Paramapuruša is pleased with their efforts, he will help them with positive microvita. Paramapuruša will get the work done with the help of positive microvita. The duty of human beings is only to continue their efforts to please Paramapuruša. Thus, when any work is done, the concerning sadhaka is not to be given any credit. The credit should be given to Paramapuruša. Human beings should always try to please him to obtain his grace. That alone will serve the purpose. So here in the first stage, you will have to go on towards the goal, towards determination with more and more vitality. And this vitality you are to get from the Supreme Lord. Here Paramapuruša is your Lord, not only the Lord, but the Supreme Lord, from whom you are to get the stamina to move on. As I told you yesterday, in this movement one must not go beyond or against the characteristics of vitality, but you should have certain restraints over your physical movement and psychic demands. So in this stage you are to know Paramapuruša, you are to know the Supreme Entity as the Lord of all Lords. This is the first phase, and in this phase also you are to try your best to bring as many persons, as many spiritual aspirants as possible to do this sacred duty along with you. And in the second stratum, the second stage, as I said last night, although it does not concern inborn instincts, it concerns human instincts, or instincts not only of human or living beings, but of both animate and inanimate entities. That is, you must not neglect those inanimate entities, because they are also guided by certain characteristics. If you go against their characteristics, they will revolt against you, and the result may be dangerous. I told you that under such circumstances, the physical integrity or physical structure may be in danger. There may be complete disintegration of the physical solidarity, the solidarity of any structure. In this phase, one is to remember that each and every particle of one's existence, each and every iota, each and every ectoplasm of one's existence is an indispensable part of the Supreme Entity. In the first phase, you are to ask Paramapuruša for the vitality to fight against your physical frailties, your physical imperfections. In the second phase, you are to ask for vitality, psychic vitality, ectoplasm under endoplasmic coverage from the same entity, not to fight against your inborn instincts, but against your physical or psychic imperfections. I already told you that human beings can make progress only up to a certain stage, and if they want to make further progress, they will have to divert their psychophysical longings towards a different and better path, and keep the flow of their movement intact, or they will have to ascribe macrocosmic grandeur to physical problem. The special type of psychic force, the faculty of self-control, which human beings require at this stage, lies hidden in human beings, which in fact lies hidden in all living beings to a certain extent. But that is not enough to accomplish the task. To do this, they will have to make more and more efforts. For this, they require more and more strength. They will get this strength from Paramapuruša. It has already been said that human beings no doubt do sadhana, but merely by doing sadhana they do not attain anything. Only due to the grace of Paramapuruša can they attain anything, so to overcome their imperfections, in perfection and establish themselves in the higher stratum, they will have to seek strength from Paramapurusha. They will have to approach Paramapurusha with these words: Paramapurusha, I want to move towards you, but I do not have sufficient strength to move. Please give me strength. I want to move on.